What's going on?
It'd be fun if there was a little bit of smoke coming from under the dock.
That would be fun. What on earth just happened in there? Mr. Naruto, I've managed to find out what happened. Oh, do tell, please. Mr. Sato? I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade. A type of exploding device that releases smoke. A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. What?
The military's ninjas can.
They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. The girl? Was it the girl?
Why did they go bring a smoke grenade?
No, if it's the girl that I think it is, this is gonna make a lot of sense, but like, I have a suspicion. Flee the courtroom? Why?
Oh,
Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear.
I remember seeing some images of also having some stuff. There is another girl.
A young girl?
Oh,
Then could
I
it
see.
be the other passenger that Mr. McGilly was just talking about? My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, well, what's become of Mr. McGillis, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think it was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions.
Let's follow the rainbow.
Along with the young girl. Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk. And for what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? The 20 pence. Yeah, blind passenger. That's exactly what I said. Huh? Oh, according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo,
The book of all knowledge.
he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. You did the arithmetic, yes. I know, 10 times. But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers. Yes, because she rode in the compartment under the
Yeah,
seat.
but if that was her, then how did the murder actually
Who was
get in the
knife?
cabin?
Yeah,
Who was knife?
which means
But who was phone?
which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's
Man
right.
door, bus, knife, car door.
She's right. That is strange. The counsel for the defense kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Thank you, officer. We'll go straight away. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial. Well, no, soon enough, Mr. Sato. Soon enough, Mr. Sato. Soon enough. Yes!
I wonder when the latch on the top will become relevant to the story.
Yeah, exactly. Oh! Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's the young girl next to Mr. McGillis, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before.
Is it a ballerina? Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilden. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks. I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of the sort typically employed by the army. But they are ninjas. They could be ninjas. Society goes, I told you! Good gracious! The army? What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught.
You know, she probably could have just, like, quietly left.
Or she could have just stayed there and not left at all, and just mingle with the crowd. And now occupies the stand. Her name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced some pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Are you Michael Jackson?
If I may, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Mogilda?
You have to give her a coin.
She's a wind-up doll. I think perhaps I ought to explain here.
Like the
She's mute.
like the seahorse in SpongeBob. It's like, oh, where's the coin slot? Ah, I found it.
Oh no.
I see that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that. So I tied up with the events of the night, so it is.
No, that's what I assumed.
Very well, Mr. Mogilda. Give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case.
Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. No, not really.
Well,
I'm just winging it. It's fine. The young girl.
On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then then a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Oh. Then I tried to find out the scream can't come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
okay.
Wait, so is she just traumatized because she saw it happen? And that's why she's not speaking?
I remain somewhat baffled, and so am I confess. But from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus. Is that correct?
Exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord.
Wait, so that was a 6th passenger. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start.
Don't look at me. I am not helping you.
All right.
Oh, did I?
Okay.
Did you have chicken before that? And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either.
Oh.
You were the first passenger, as it were. I see.
Well, that makes sense.
Aye, and that's why I took the back side as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat?
By all means, it is how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite to the one in which the poor gentleman was sitting. Like I said, it is the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease.
Who was the first one? So Beppo had him and then another person? And then the other two?
Hmm.
And of course, I enjoy gazing to the skylight from time to time as well.
I'm just here.
And
Hold it!
If Renos could just go, Begora?
A loud thud, you say. And a scream?
aye, that's right. How can I explain it? Just like the sound of someone falling to the ground. Just sort that sort of noise.
So I think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed.
Well now, you remember I was asleep there at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. When the sound woke me up and I opened my eyes, There wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage, but the fell on the floor.
And the girl curled up, as you said.
Huh. You didn't see anyone? But at the same moment, you did hear a scream?
Oh, from the seats above you on the roof, that I presume.
Not above me, no, my lord. It was from inside the cab.
Scream came from
Is
between
it
my
the
legs.
header then? Because there was only one scream in all the...
Well,
Is the header and the girl related?
see, I think the thud he heard was maybe not the guy falling to the ground, but like maybe the girl in the compartment trying to get out.
I'm just saying that, like, if he... A scream from inside the cabin, but in... That would be two screams if the other one was the header.
Oh, yeah, that's
which
true, that's
everybody first reacted to, so... But all the testimonies were like
Right.
two screams. One scream, I
One
mean.
scream, yeah. And Beppo looked after a scream.
So is it the header?
Huh.
But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes.
Mhm.
Hold it!
You sat him up? The victim, you mean?
That I did. On the seat across from me as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone.
But there was no blood on the floor.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? Can't see me. This common courtesy story this.
I find that a little hard to believe.
Oh, oh, thanks. No, why would it be?
You wake to find a man lying there at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. All he had was a lying banker, a thieving driver, all upstanding members in the bus at the time.
Well, now, as you know, I'm starting up special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the offer I helped
Wait, for the help I offered him?
them. And some would even see me dead. So I had to try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with Traldwell.
Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there?
It's alright, no. Somebody's intending to report it, so I was. I don't mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores?
Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That weird scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. At the same time? Yeah, that's...
And I tried to find out where the scream come from. Yeah, what did I find?
What did you find?
What did you... I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, there it is.
What do you mean by that?
I could hear something else.
I don't know. It is a clear thing. That weird scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you excuse the vulgar expression, under me bum.
That's what I thought. You asked.
Farted so loud I woke myself up.
That's called a fart, I'm pretty sure, Magnus. It's a natural thing. That happens. No? Okay.
Good gracious. What a smelly fart.
Under your backside?
And when I lifted the seat on which I'd be sitting, I found there was a wee cubby hole there for storage.
Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Oh, actually, do we want to do
We
that?
have seen, the first thing we found was that cubby hole.
Yeah, Yes, of course, the whole bus was submitted as evidence.
Do you want to go there again?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we already found it, but it might update the thing.
Yeah.
So. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles.
Who is it? Oh, wait. Yeah, there
Weep.
is blood on the floor. That's right. But there was no blood on the floor.
Mhm.
No blood on the floor. No blood on the...
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know
There we
why
go.
I didn't remember the blood on the floor. Oh, they clear off the whole... There are lots of things. There
This
was
is-
lots of things in there the first time.
Yeah. This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing nothing in here. It's totally empty.
It wasn't totally empty.
Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
No blood on the...
Mhm. Did the girl actually get the stuff from there
Yeah, did she
during the
steal stuff?
the commotion? Is that why she did it?
Because there was only like the left side that was empty.
Yeah, there
was
was
a
like
lot
there
of
was like
stuff
stuff
on
here.
the-
There was like a
Yeah.
rope or like a like.
A lot of
Horse
a lot
stuff.
of the right half was.
Is there anything else
Huh.
now, or is that just?
Thank God we came here again because we were like, nah, we found it already.
Yeah, I know we know what that is. It's man.
And then the latch, which is
Yeah,
outside.
It's just a. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to look at that again. That right there. No, nothing. Okay. Well, at least we know that thing's empty now. So that was probably the reason why she
Uh-huh.
did the ninja attack.
And that's when I followed her. There was a child here.
Okay.
Who is that child? The girl right there.
You say she was hiding herself?
Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest.
What, did you have blood on her face? You're really overacting this.
Still and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her.
The seat opposite?
That's right, just next to that gentleman there.
So did she have the blood on her hands? What?
Oh, so the hatter killed the guy and then dropped him from the skylight?
Huh.
Dropped the body from the skylights into the cabin.
Huh.
Because, as they said, Mr. McGilda just said fuck off to everybody else who tried to go, so they just went up.
Huh. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, he could have been dropped from above. That's true.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
if the door was locked and he heard the thud that it was loud enough to
Yeah,
wake
exactly. And
him up,
McGill was the first guy
and
in
there was
there.
only one scream, which
Yeah.
the hatter guy apparently decided to say that was his. Even though the McGill said that it was from the girl, then the hatter story is not adding up.
Yeah. Man, this is getting interesting now.
Uh-huh. You saw this young girl next to a corpse?
Yeah.
What
That's
the
right.
fuck?
She was already shocked. Anyway, it's fine.
Well, as Shar mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I need to find out just who this urchin was, you see.
Where did you find out?
And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard an
Oh,
Oh, there's the other
second
scream.
scream. So the everybody else heard one scream. Now we have a second one. A fella's voice this time.
So that must have been Lay then.
Yeah. So
And this adds up then now because he said he screamed after he saw the thing in
yeah,
the bottom.
and now
And that would probably mean that And that's why McGill was shocked probably is because she had blood on her hands. Because if everything up to now is true, she would have had the blood on her hands then. Because she was sitting on that seat at that point in time.
But
And that's when
what
Lei
was-
saw it from above
yeah.
and screamed.
Hmm.
Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Right you are again. I was Hasa.
Why did she scream then?
Because the body thumped.
Looking out through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly.
Hmm.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see you at all, Mr. McGill. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason. I wish we had a picture of that image, because I feel like they had a top hat, but eh.
Yeah, they also
I
had
know
like a
where-
black suit, but this is probably like the Detective Conan like sort of thing where like the murder is always a silhouette and has a distorted voice. It's just like a symbolic image.
Fair enough.
Hi, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
Soy.
Soy?
I said that weird. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature,
Yeah, and the girl too.
and readily confused perhaps with this young girl.
After that, of course. Whee! The scream from the gentleman over us. The driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
Bonk. Thank you. I've heard enough.
So her scream must have not been really loud then, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it was technically muffled by the bench,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
bench. The events as explained are clear in my mind.
But still, who was
However,
Knife?
At least one conundrum remains.
Who was Knife? Oh,
Who is the girl?
or that.
Gina Lestrade, my lord. Her name is Gina Lestrade. She's a chancer, hence a crust among large crowds, relieving people of the purses. It's commonly called a pickpocket.
What?
Lestrade. This girl here? A petty thief?
What? You're thinking about where you know the name from, or?
Yeah, I'm like, is there an Inspector Lestrade?
Yeah, there is a
Like,
Detective
Sherlock
Inspector
stuff?
Lestrade, and yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
She pulls up her head and is Hosonaga. Oda. Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Is your name Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you answer the question. Can you put the
Bailiff,
GTA
tackle
5
this girl right
wasted?
now.
Can you put the GTA 5 wasted when that happens?
I'll do that.
How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
I think I actually have a green screen wasted somewhere. Yeah, I downloaded that. Oh,
Noise. Oh,
she's running away again.
The girl. She's gone.
Open your eyes.
Huh?
Oh. Oh,
I'm over here.
she. Oh, nice. I like that. Gracious. Oh,
What was the
Jesus,
point in
that's,
that little
New York
sidestep?
Walk in here.
I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you say, slipped up and got caught on the job. She got herself back into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what you're in your heads, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast.
No.
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is ace fingers.
the guy in the jury is like, hey!
I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
I like her.
Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
Also, did the bailiff just let... Oh, is that a Herlock?
Yeah, I know exactly who built that thing.
Is that a Herlock branded weapon?
Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheel drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best. The pink?
Ah, I'll wave that thing in
Can
my
you-
direction again.
Can you
The
shoot Van
bailiff
Zieks with the pink
confiscated
one?
her
Shoot
weapons.
Van Zieks with the pink one, please.
Shoot his glass now. So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the nice in question?
Oh. He's alright, lass. You can tell him the truth now.
Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, into evidence.
She's not in the court record. Is she now in?
Yeah, she probably is. She probably is in there. There she is.
Yep. Fair enough. Accordingly, young lady, we'll now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus in the night in question.
Alright. If I have to. Okay. What the girl saw. So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. I'm trying to default to like a Yangus voice from Dragon Quest 8.
The horse princess, an horse and cart. You bought an horse, the horse and cart, without the horse. God blimey!
But it was right all waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mine. I mean, nice of him, I guess.
A loud bang.
Yes, he let you go.
That's probably the one you have to press.
Yeah.
I fail to understand why you let this street touching go, Mr. McGill.
Oh, just simply suited himself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
Yeah, I was sitting on her.
over her.
How?
As I'm sure I said before, sir. I had me bum over. Hey, right on top of the...
My video froze.
Sorry, yeah, you just cut out there for a second.
The block. Okay, yeah, my
Oh no.
froze, and I saw. I was sitting right on top of the block.
Oh, see, right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for.
That's the judge.
I think I'm gonna sit on there again.
That was the judge, by the way. This guy.
Oh, I think the demonstration is called for. Sorry.
That's where I was, where I sat in the night. This is where I sat the night.
And the behold of which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume.
And with that handler, that must have been like really uncomfortable to sit there.
Not really. It doesn't feel the.
Well,
the
oh,
handle
it,
moves.
okay. It's dangling. I thought it was like protruding.
Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Aye, but of course the wee lass was sucking me in. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Oh,
So you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her in there, they automatically assumed she'd own it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
My, what a gallant man.
I don't give a fuck. Not at all, my lord. Not at all.
This kind of has to like get hit points with the
Mhm.
jury.
I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of the less fortunate lass.
Damn.
My goodness. Oh, what a perfect gentleman.
My lord. This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime as this.
Oh, you're changing your stance now. Juror number 1.
I'm ashamed of myself for every double thing, yes, sir.
I'm gonna jerk off now.
Monk. Whee! Yes. Nothing but snacks.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Nice. Is that all of them now?
Is that the umbrella logo behind the judge?
A little bit, yeah. Looks like it.
Sense alive. All 6 members of the jury consensual lean to a verdict of non-guilty.
Huh.
And all.
Is Van Zeek's calling for a summation examination?
Time to go. It's fuck everything up.
Miss Naruto, this... Well, it must mean... Must mean what?
We did it?
That we're victorious. No, we're not.
It's my time to claim the same thing.
Somehow I doubt it. We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Ha!
Everybody stop.
Oh!
If the sight of my idol here, Wellington, offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy.
I hear some people are into that sort of thing, but...
Oh, damn. I'm stuck in this post now. This really is a consummate example.
Can someone lift my leg off this bench, please?
And this boot is blocking my knee from bending. I cannot take it. After one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. If you are able to call, and then I can too. Evidence and reasoning should be paramount, and emotion rules the day.
Oh, he doesn't like juries, does he? Emotion.
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. However,
What do you mean his true nature?
oh, my pizza's on now. Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Honestly, the interior of this cubbyhole as the witness body was included in their investigation, and there was a shitload of stuff in there. The compartment on the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was there earlier. I know that for a fact.
It is noted in black and white here in the police report. Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mrs. McGilda's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What?
So the thing we picked up on was his weapon? Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effective counsel? During the...
Well, there was a smoke break earlier.
Everybody had to run away from the smoke. Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened.
Sorry, Scotland Yard.
However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment on the seat was not empty.
What is that face?
Is my impressive face. Well, my Nipponese friend,
Me?
No, the other Japanese. Susato goes, me? Oh, right. When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examine it in fine detail as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Half full.
Yeah, it was half full. But it was the coachman's belongings that were in there, so that's true.
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. Now, this is on elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks.
Oh, so he's asking you to lie? Well, counsel, do you have something to say in this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It wasn't empty. It wasn't empty. Sorry, Magnus, but like, it wasn't. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, counsel?
Ah, BS! What are you saying now, you daft dog? I thought you were on my side here.
Honk.
Wait, you're telling the truth? What the fuck? What game are you playing? I'm just saying the truth. Your task is to defend the man in the stand. It was also happy for you to lie.
I love how he's offended by that.
I'm sorry, are you telling the truth? Why would you say something to compromise his position?
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should
leave your life like a candle in the wind.
that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting. I'm not put off by the fact that you said the truth.
It's all not together pleasing, fella.
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded.
Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad.
Why is the truth not corroborating with you?
Not then.
I mean, are they saying if there was stuff in there she wouldn't have fit? Eh.
A fellow's memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubby hole in the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. I think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken.
Guy, we were just on your side. Stop asking for us to lie.
Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules say that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped. So I certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Remember, isn't that irresponsible? It's just a crook, that's all. That money fleecing on the pig purse lying. Shit.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The sinking reach are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, a lot of them.
What? Oh no.
Here's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
This is such a weird concept because it's mainly for the plot. It's not really something that you can wade in.
Yeah.
Quite so. I must concur here.
the old lady gonna be our holy?
Again.
We can't calculate. Oh, sorry. We can't calculate the reasoning. One arrives clearly at the truth attitude.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
We. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice is not perfectly in the middle. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination.
Yes.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witnesses. Please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. Well, not beyond recognition, no. The Reaver of the Bailey is at work, it would seem.
It's not always about the ooh woo. Sometimes it's about the
Alright.